Hello everyone. So today we'll continue with our CAT previous year question series, and this will be the LRDI set number 79 from CAT 2017 paper. Now we'll look at the question. Okay. So the question says there are 21 employees working in a division, out of whom 10 are special skilled employees or SE, and the remaining are regular employees, which are remaining 21. Sorry, 21 are total, 10 are SE, so remaining 11 are regular employees. During the next 5 months, the division has to complete 5 projects every month. Out of the 25 projects, 5 projects are challenging, while the remaining ones are standard. Each of the challenging project has to be completed in different months. So, matlab 5 projects in 5 months, and each of the challenging project has to be completed in a different month. Every month, 5 teams T1, T2, T3, T4, and T5 work on one project each. So, every month we are completing 5 projects. T1, T2, T3, T4, and T5 are allotted the challenging project in the first, second, third, fourth, and fifth month respectively. So in the first month, the challenging project is with T1, then in the second month with T2, then with T3, and similarly till T5. The team assigned the challenging project has one more employee than the rest. So 21 employees are there in total. We know that the team which has the challenging project has one more employee than the remaining other teams. So for example, in first month, T1 is the team with challenging project. So it will have one more employee than the rest. So total, we have 21 employees. If we remove that one, we have 20 employees, which we distribute among the 5 teams, which is how many? 4 person in each team. 4, 4, 4, 4, and 4. And that remaining one will be there with T1 for the first month, because T1 has the challenging project in the first month. Then this one will go to T2 in second month, then with T3, then with T4, and then with T5 in the last month. Okay. This is not the same person who is going in different teams. It can be different people. I'm just saying that there would be 5 people in the challenging project. That's what I'm trying to say. Okay. So in the first month, T1 has one more SE than T2. T2 has one more SE than T3. So total SE, how many we have? 10. So in says that in the first month, T1 has one more SE than T2. T2 has one more SE than T3. T3 has one more SE than T4, and T4 has one more SE than T5. So from T5 to T1, we can see, let's say we have 5 teams. We have 5 teams over here, which are T1, T2, T3, T4, and T5. These are the 5 teams we have. So it says that in the first month, T4 has one more SE than T5. Let's say T5 has XSC. Then T4 has X plus 1. T3 has one more than T4. Then that is X plus 2. T2 has one more than T3. This is X plus 3. And this will be X plus 4, one more than T2. We are talking about first month. So total how many? 5x plus 10 is equals to 10. Because total number of SCs are 10, then X will come out to be 0. That means we know that in the first month, if we talk about, in the first month, if we talk about X is coming out to be 0. So in the first month, if we talk about SEs, if we talk about SE and then RE in month number 1, let's make some gap, and RE. So we know that T5 has 0 SE because X is 0. And then these all will have 1, 2, 3, and 4 number of SE. T4 will have 1, T3 will have 2, T2 will have 3, and T1 will have 4 SEs. And we know that in month number 1, who has the difficult project? We know that T1 has the difficult, challenging project. So that is that fifth extra employee is in T1. We know that out of the 5 employees with T1, team 1, 4 are SEs, 1 will be RE, regular employee. And then the remaining 4 teams will have 4 employees each. That means T2 will have 1 RE, T3 will have 2 RE, T4 will have 3 RE, and T5 will have 4 RE. This will be the configuration for what? Month 1. We have total how many months? We are talking about 5 months. So we will have to expand this table for how many months? 5 months. This will be month 2, SE, and then RE. Then we have SE and RE again for month 3. And then we have SE and RE again for month 4. And then SE and RE again for month 5. ठीक है? Let's make divisions थोड़ा. So I hope you're getting the table कि क्या मैंने table क्यों बनाया है. So for first month में we know that in team 1 there are 4 SCs and 1 RE. In team 2 there are 3 SC and 1 RE and so on. अब आगे क्या लिखा है? Between 2 successive months, the composition of team changes as follows. Now we'll see that in month 2 how it will change from month 1. The team allotted the challenging project gets 2 SE from the team which was allotted the challenging project in the previous month. In exchange, 1 RE is shifted from the former to the latter team. That means, let's say we are talking about month 2. Now, team 2 has the challenging project. So it gets 2 SEs from the team which had the challenging project earlier. We know that team 1 had the challenging project earlier. So 2 of the SCs will shift to T2. So this 4 will become 2 and this 3 will become 5. And instead of, in place of SCs, that team 2 will has to give 1 RE. In exchange, 1 RE is sent from the former to the latter team. So that means this 1 will become 0 and this 1 plus 1 will become 2. This will happen. So we have seen the step number A. Let's see the step number B. After above exchange, T1 has, if T1 has any SC and T5 has any RE, then one SC is shifted from T1 to T5 and one RE is shifted from T5 to T1. इसका मतलब क्या है? हमने जब स्टेप ए कर दिया था, वी कैन अज्यूम बाकी सबका सेम है क्योंकि स्टेप ए में और कुछ चेंज तो नहीं बताया, बस खाली T1 और T2 का चेंज बताया था. अब स्टेप बी क्या बता रहा है? After the above exchange, if T1 has SC and T5 have any RE, T1 के पास SC है, T5 के पास RE है, yes, then one SC is shifted from T1 to T5. So this 2 will become 1 and this 0 will become 1. And one RE is shifted from T5 to T1. So this 4 will become 3 and this 2 will become 1. ठीक है? Also, if T2 has any SC and T4 has any RE, then one SC is shifted from T2 to T4 and one RE is shifted from T4 to T5. T4 to T2, sorry. So like we saw the exchange between T1 and T5, we'll also have an exchange between T2 and T4. ठीक है? ये 2 का 3 होगा. पहली बात तो this 2 will add on and this will become 3, not 1. ठीक है? So as we saw the exchange between T1 and T5, we'll see a similar exchange between T2 and T4. So T2 has SE and T4 has RE. So T2 will give one SE to T4, which is it will become 4 and this will become 2, 4 and 2, and T4 will give one RE back. This will become 2 and this will become 1. So this will be the configuration for month 2. Now similarly, we'll make the configurations for each of the months. First, we'll see that T4 now in the month 3, the challenging project is with team 3. So T2 has to give 2 SEs to T3. So this will become how much? 2, and this will become 4. And T3 has to give one RE back to T2. So this will become 2 and this will become 1. Rest will be same after the step A. Now we see the step B. T1 has SE and T5 has RE. So this will give its SE to T5. So this will become 0 and this will become 2. And T5 will give one RE back. So this will become 2 and this will become 4. 4 and 2. Similar step will take between T2 and T4. T2 has one SC, T4 has one RE. So this will become 1 and 3 respectively. And this will become 3 and 1 respectively. ऐसा हो जाएगा. This is for month number 3. Okay. Now let's come to month number 4. In month number 4, T4 has the important project. That means this will become 2, this will become 5 because 2 of the SCs will go to T4 and this will become 0, this will become 2 because one RE will come back to T3. Let's copy the other candidates. Now we'll do the step number B. We see that T1 does not have SC. So there will be no exchange between T1 and T5. Coming to T2 and T4, we see that there is no RE for the T4 to give back. So there won't be any exchange between T2 and T4 either. This will be the final step. क्योंकि इसमें लिखा हुआ था that the step number B will only take place if T1 has any SC and T5 has any RE to give. Here we see that T1 does not have any SC. And similarly, if T2 has any SC and T4 has any RE, T4 के पास RE नहीं है देने के लिए. So this step number B would not take place here. Now coming to the month number 5, T4 will have to give 2 of its SCs to T5 because in month number 5, T5 has the challenging project. So this will become 3 and this will become 4. And T5 has to give one RE back. So this will become 1 and this will become 1. Remaining ka we can copy back. Now step number B won't take place for T1 and T5 because T1 does not have any SC. For T2 and T4, this will take place. T2 will have to give one SC to T4. So this will become 0 and 4. And T4 has to give one RE back to T2. So this will become 4 and this will become 0. This will be the final step for month 5. So I hope you have followed me till now. अब last statement क्या कह रही है? Each standard project has a total of 100 credit points and each challenging project has a credit of 200 credit points. The credit points are equally shared between the employees included in that team. So जब challenging project है, so we know that in a challenging project there are 5 people in a team. So per person there would be 200 divided by 5, which is 40 points. And in a non-challenging project, there are 4 people in a team. So per person will get 100 divided by 4, 25 credits. So for a challenging project, a person will get 40 points. For a non-challenging project or a regular standard project, a person is getting 25 points. ठीक है? So जितना भी credits per employee आ रहा है, that will be of the form 25x plus 40y depending उसने कितने standard के projects किए हैं और कितने complex और complicated projects किए हैं और challenging projects किए हैं. ठीक है? So this will be the form of the points scored by a individual person. Now coming to the first question. The number of times in which the composition of T2 and the number of times in which the composition of T4 remain unchanged in 2 successive months are. So the number of times the composition of T2 remain unchanged. T2 की अगर बात करें तो पहले 3 और 1 था, फिर 4 और 1 हो गया, फिर 1 और 3 हो गया, फिर से 1 और 3 रहा, फिर 0 और 4 हो गया. So if we talk about how many times did it remain unchanged, it's only one time, that is from month 3 to month 4. ठीक है. So पहले वाले का T2 का it's 1. If we talk about T4, T4 initially it was 1-3, then it became 2-2, then it became 3-1, then it became 5-0, then it became 4-0. So it's 0 for T4. It always got changed. So इसका आंसर क्या है? 1 और 0. Option number B. Simple है, इतना कर ली लिया तो. Coming to the second question. Second question says the number of SEs in T1 and T5 for the project in third months are respectively. Third month में SEs in T1 कितने हैं? 0. And SEs in T5 कितने हैं? 2. तो इसका आंसर क्या हो गया? 0, 2. Again a simple question. Now coming to the third question, it says which of the following cannot be the total credit points earned by an employee from the projects? We saw that from here we saw that the total credit points can be of the form 25x plus 40y. इसके फॉर्म में होगा. So can we express 140 in the form of 25x and 40y? Yes, we can say 25 into 4 plus 40 into 1. This is 140. उसने 4 normal projects किए हैं, एक complicated project किया है. Can we express 200? Yes, 40 into 5 plus 25 into 0, 200 हो जाएगा. 170 हो पा रहा है क्या? If we see 170, can we do 170? Can we do 25 into 2 plus 40 into 3, which is how much? 50 plus 120. This is equals to 170. तो ये 170 हो पा रहा है, but 150 we cannot express 150 in the form 25x plus 40y because we know that x and y at maximum can be 5 क्योंकि 5 मंथ्स में काम किया लोगों ने, पर मंथ एक प्रोजेक्ट पे काम किया है. सो x plus y needs to be 5. ठीक है. So the minimum value can be 25 into 5 plus 40 into 0, which is 125. Maximum value can be 200. 25 into 0, 40 into 5. तो 125 से 200 के बीच में वैल्यू लाई करेगी. 150 बनाना पॉसिबल है ही नहीं इससे, बिकॉज आफ्टर 125 इवन इफ वी रिमूव one regular project and add one complex project, so it will be 25 into 4 plus 40, which is 140, and then when we add another 40 to it, so it becomes 25 into 3 plus 80, which is 75 plus 80, which is 155. So 150 is the figure which we cannot achieve. So the credit points which are not possible for an employee to have is 150. Option number B. ठीक है. Now coming to the last question, it says one employee named Anik scored 185 points. Which of the following cannot be true? 185 points कैसे आएंगे? 40 into 4 plus 25, that is y is 4, x is 1, तो equals to 185 आ जाएगा. So he worked in 4 complicated projects. For a person to work in 4 complicated projects, can he be a regular employee? हम देखते हैं यहाँ पे, मान लो अगर वो उसने वो ये वाला रेगुलर एम्प्लॉय होता जिसने T1 पे काम किया था in first month on a complicated project. ठीक है. In second month, we know that 2 of the SEs got transferred to T2 and 1 of the RE came back to T1, but none of the RE went from T1 to T2. So if he also needs to work in a complicated project in T2, or let's say T3 also, in fact, he cannot be transferred. A regular employee cannot be transferred. So if a person is working in 4 complicated projects, he needs to be a specialized employee, a special skilled employee. He needs to be a SC. So let's say he was a SC and he worked in T1. फिर month 2 में 2 of the T1s went to T2. He can be among those. Then month 3 में 2 of the T2s SCs went from T2 to T3. He can be among those. Then T4 में चले गए month 4 में वो 2 T3 से. And then finally वो he only worked in 4 of the complicated projects. In the 5th month, he did not go to T5. He worked in T4 only in the normal project. This can be possible. So yes, it can be true that he worked in T1, T2, T3 and T4. Second option क्या है? T1, T2, T4 and T5. ये possible है क्या? Let's say उसने T1 में काम किया, फिर उसके बाद T2 में चला गया, जैसा हमने देखा था पहले एग्जाम्पल में. Yes, possible. From T2, can it go directly to T4 without working in T3? We know that between T2 and T4, there is an exchange taking place using the condition number B. That if there is one SE in T2 and there is a RE in T4, then there is an exchange taking place between T2 and T4. So there is an exchange taking place between T2 and T4, and there is an exchange taking place between T1 and T5. So a person can directly go from T2, a SC can directly go from T2 to T4. So it is possible that he worked in T1, T2, and then he directly went from T2 to T4 and then worked in T5. So second one statement is also possible. अब थर्ड स्टेटमेंट की बात करते हैं. हो सकता है वो T2, T3, T1 में ना हो सकता है he can be initially in these 3 people and then he worked in T2 and then went along the way till T5. So T2, T3, T4, T5 तो possible है ही of course. But can he go directly from T1 to T3 without going to T2? There is no direct connection between T1 and T3. So we know that he cannot work in T1 and then directly work in T3 without working in T2. So we know that option number D, T1, T3, T4 and T5 is not possible. So Anik could not have worked in T1, T3, T4 and T5. Answer is option number D. A bit of a lengthy and I would say intriguing and complicated set, but a very nice to practice on. I hope this was clear to everyone. And yeah, in real time exam paper, I would not suggest you to do this question first. I would suggest कि बाकी set में बाकी sets देखो पहले. And because see, this table construction में इतना time लगता है, इसमें 15 मिनट तो इसी में लग जाएंगे. And then thinking about all this and all, like this will easily eat up like 15 to 20 minutes so minimum. Even if you are good at solving DI, it will eat up your 15 to 20 minutes. So I would not suggest that you take this up in the exam hall. I would say अगर तुम्हारे पास time बच जाता है बाकी सब करने के बाद तो yes, take this up, but do not take this such kind of sets in the beginning. So that would be my advice. So I hope it was clear to every one of you. And for any further queries, you can reach out to us on the following number. You can reach out to us on WhatsApp or the given email ID. Thank you.